Hi guys, happy 4th of July weekend. Woohoo! Yeah, go USA. And I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're going to have a nice weekend sharing it with family or friends. And I just I had a couple things I wanted to share. Um and I just wanted to mention, I'm sharing these things not because I think I'm so cool or anything like that. I'm really just being obedient to the Lord. He has asked me to do this YouTube channel. Um, I don't really know where it's going or what. I'm just being obedient. And so I just want you to know, like, I'm just sharing because the Lord asked me to. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys an update. The Lord wanted me to give you an update on the frequency angels. So a few weeks ago, I think it was around June 11th, I shared with you about the frequency angels. I had a vision the Lord gave me, and for lack of a better word, I don't know what else to call them. So I just came up with frequency angels because they come and they protect you against outside frequencies. But what they're doing is they're bringing in the Lord's frequencies to heal you, to protect you. And so I've been working with them at work. And I've been in like a trial and error season with them, and with the Lord about it. And so I had a little bit of a breakthrough that I wanted to share. And I switched up my prayer about it. And that seems to be working really well. At first, I was sort of like calling on them, asking the Lord to send them to me, and in a certain number. And then I learned that you could layer them, which was really cool. And so I would ask for layers of them. But I was still getting like lightheadedness and nausea. They'd last for some hours, a few hours, and then it would fade, and then I'd get sick again. So I tried something new, and it seems to be working. I'm now saying, Lord, please send your frequency angels to protect me against the frequencies of what's going on around me, the people, the devices, and Lord, you send as many as needed for my protection. And Lord, you know the number, I don't. So when that happens, I almost instantly feel their presence, and I feel a relief of the nausea and the headaches and the lightheadedness and stuff. So I just wanted to share that in case you are also, and I hope you are, asking the Lord to send you, frequency angels too, if you're experiencing any of those things, or if you're just feeling like you're in a place that's just a lot of, I don't know, just a lot of bad frequencies. Could be like microwaves, could be, the Wi-Fi going on. You might be hearing a lot about the 5G towers coming into play. So all of that environmental kind of pollution can take a toll, especially if you're like me, like a feeler, and you see, you're a seer, you're very sensitive to the spiritual realm. A lot of that can be very, it can affect you. So, and I really do think that I do listen to the frontline doctors of America, and a lot of them are saying that people who have taken that shot are emitting like frequencies that are like off the charts, as opposed to a person who hasn't had the shot. So, and at work, I'm around a lot of them, plus the other people, not just the staff, plus the customers coming in. So I've been trying that lately, and it seems to be working. And then I wanted to show you, I did a little sketch of what I saw when he showed me the frequency angels. So I first had this vision on May 29th, this year, 2021. And here's my little sketch. Eventually I'll do a nice painting, but hopefully you can see. So as you see, they're forming like a ball, and they're very thin, and they're rather metallic, but they come in different metallic forms, I understand now. I first saw gold, then I saw like a copper, then I saw like a silver, and then I even saw like a glass, clear, like a crystal clear. And almost, when they're all layered up, it almost looks like a mirror or you're gonna laugh, like a disco ball, but they're real shiny. But they're emitting the Lord's frequencies to protect the person they're surrounding. Okay, so then I also wanted to just give a little word. I feel that sometimes prophetically we walk through things, and but it's actually sort of a bigger picture, a bigger word for others too. So we went on a little vacation, and it was a really wonderful time. And there were times when I was asking the Lord, please give me a divine appointment. I want to minister, while I'm out. I don't want it to just be about us. I want to reach out to someone, So please give me someone. And he shared with me ahead of time a couple different instances where he shared with me some things about a lady that I would meet, and he highlighted a couple people to me as we were just interacting with people, whether it was in a gift shop or walking on the street or like that. So but I have to tell you, I kind of failed at really seizing that moment, those moments. Unfortunately, I didn't. One of them I did, so to speak, but there were two others that I feel like I really missed it. And so I'm not beating myself up over it, but there was a bit of grief there, and I was sharing with the Lord about it. How did I miss that? I was sitting there talking to her, and it just didn't, for whatever reason, did not dawn on me that this was because I was kind of, I don't know, if I had a different image in mind of who the person would look like or this or that. Anyway, but when I got back home, I was bothered by this, and I am now more motivated to, on a, as much as I can, think about, Lord, please send me someone today, someone who's ready to hear your word, someone who's ripe for your kingdom, ready to accept you into their life, ready to receive prayer, ready to receive your truth. So I went to a doctor's appointment when I came back, and then there was a woman there, And and the Lord highlighted me to her. She wasn't working there, she was another customer. And so I just smiled at her, and sometimes it's just like a real vague, like, is the Lord highlighting that person? Because something about them, I'm kind of like drawn to them. I notice them, I'm looking at them, observing them, like, just wondering what's going on with them. And so I actually did act on it, and I just sort of reached out with a hello and a smile, and we started just sort of engaging, and it turned out that her grandkids were having trouble. They're little babies and twins, and so she was really moved by me just being friendly with her. And so that turned into like a little bit longer of a conversation. And, we ended up really, uh, the Lord used me to encourage her. And then she actually was used to encourage me too. It turned out she was a believer. But just, the Lord was so gracious in just getting my feet wet again, in terms of just spontaneous, it doesn't have to be evangelism, but just, ministry. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that this is the time and season I was mentioning back in that last video in June, that, we're going to start to see this harvest coming in. And that's us getting out there and getting out of our comfort zones, reaching out to people who the Lord highlights to us. It doesn't necessarily have to mean everybody. You want to make sure it's like, it's like the Lord's leading you to that person, because otherwise it can turn into a negative event. But if it's the Lord, it's ordained, it's divine, and it's going to be a blessing to both you and that person. So I just want to encourage you guys, especially this 4th of July weekend, if you feel that tug or that nudge from the Holy Spirit and He's highlighting somebody to you, please don't ignore it. Just smile, and a friendly hello or a compliment. You're at the grocery store, they're working hard. You could easily slip a comment, a compliment to them. And it sometimes it just means the world to those people, to people in general. And you never know, it could lead to an opportunity, like, hey, is there anything I can pray for you about? And you'd be surprised. A lot of people, even if they're not believers, they're like, sure, yeah, And so, and sometimes not, and that's okay. It's just a seed that you're planting. But we're in that time and season, and I think the Lord wanted me to really encourage you. Don't ignore those tugs and those nudges from Him. Okay. All right, you guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy 4th. We'll see you soon. Bye.